My name's Rob Steinke and I welcome you to my harness maker's workshop. Today, nosebands. So, different designs, how they can fit in with the rest of the bridle. So, there's 2 cob bridles for trade classes. No nosebands, and they're going to be completely different nosebands. At the moment, they look very much the same, just except one's in the red, one's in the yellow. So I'm going to show you the 2 different styles, and then I'm going to show you a few more of the nosebands I do. And if you stay with me to the end, I've got quite a surprise, maybe a noseband you've never seen before. So I'm going to drop the camera down now and you'll see just what I got in store. Now, you've heard me say this in the past, and no doubt you're going to hear me say it again. All these designs, they all start with getting the pattern right. Now, here's a pattern for a noseband. And can you see the diamond piece in the middle? That's going to be cut out and a colour inserted inside. So there is one of the nosebands. Okay, so it makes instantly a nice red insert. It'll be backed with plain leather and there'll be the buckle put on the end. But you can see how that makes a nice, pleasant noseband. Or you can have a piece of yellow. Yeah, which is what this bridle is going to have. This yellow bridle, you've got the headpiece, the brow band lined in the yellow. The cutout's going to put a nice little ornament in the middle of the winker. It'll have a face drop, which again carries on that colour scheme. That will go from the headpiece. There'll be a martingale, same design, exactly below it, coming off the collar. So that's what I'm going to be doing for that one with the yellow. So you can imagine that now. There's the yellow, and that's going to be above it. And it'll all fit in, and there's yellow cheek pieces to be made on it. So that one's to order. Now, the red one. That has been, again, specially ordered. It's got to have its ornament put in the middle. I use, as I might have told you before, a metal plate inside. So it isn't a matter of just poking the stitching all through, like it is, say, with the drop piece there. It needs drilling, so that's job for next week. Now this is part of a set trotting harness, and there's a breastplate to it. Oh look, what, 5, 6, 7 kidney beaters, a nice fishtail on the crupper. All that is going to be on a separate video in the very near future. Once I've finished it, I'm collecting videos for it so I can edit them all together. But that is going to have a metal noseband. You can see there, to match, slightly smaller than the brow band. So this is how you get your clincher pieces. I've shown you before. That's how they start life. And then you push them into the leather. That's one. I'll just put a couple in to show you. There. Turn them over and lay them flat. You can see all the others are laid flat. When that's done, I'm going to get some painting leather. This is just a sample to show. And you can see now how that's going to look with the red edging. Get that looking a bit more there. So that will complement the brow band and the headpiece and a lot of the other parts of the harness, which I say will be for a later date. So that gives you just an idea how you can alter two seemingly similar sets of bridal work into something quite different. Around Christmas time I had to make a farm bridle, and that was the nose band I did for it, and it had a miniature. I knew them as button brasses. I don't know whether that is the proper name, but had a whole tiny miniature brass there, 2 diamond rain tips, and there was the farm bridle. That was the cheek pieces, which again had an ornament in the middle, and it worked out very well. The customer was very pleased with it. So now let's have a look at some of the other nosebands. Quite a selection, and still remember, stay on because I've got a cracker to finish this show with. Now, if you're a regular follower of my YouTube channel, yes, you've seen my bridal workbook before that I wrote, a good few years ago. So that was a big step writing that. It did well. And here is the actual bridle that is featured on it. If I turn it that way around, I did, I think, a video on it and remade the cover by resting all the tools against it. But we'll just pop him up there for the minute. But you can see here, I've used the cutouts with the round red behind for the winkers, for the noseband. You can see very much, it needs a good polish on the brass work, this. So don't write and say it needs a good polish. Well aware of it. It'll get one before too long. Right. Now, this is a little hand-stitched stallion bridle off stallion tack. And another way you can do nosebands, you can see, now that is all stitched by hand. And it's part of a stallion bridle. And that's in the workshop. And then you've got a little show slip, ideal for an Arab or something. You can fit bit straps and a bit to it, but it's just completely rolled over, so you don't see any sharp edges when it's on. And then you've got this little studded bridle show slip. You could put a bit on it with bit straps, otherwise you just work on a curb, and that is really the same thing as, where are we, there, those clinch pieces. They're just smaller versions, and then they clinch over at the back. So all these are different ways you can make a noseband to fit the style, whether it's a Welsh cob, part Clydesdale I made this for, the 2 cobs, the yellow and the red bridle. And I've already done a video on rosettes and brow bands, but I will do one on the red set. Now, I promised you, if you stayed with me this long, I'm going to give you a surprise. Now, how about this for a noseband? Right. Now, I didn't make this one. Right. I used to have a whole museum, the Museum of the Master Saddler, which has got its own videos up, and used to belong to a riding club, and they had a pairs dressage to music in costume. So how about that for the noseband? I got it imported in from Egypt. It's called a dancing noseband. I think you can see why when I shake it around. So you've got beads on it, shells, it's all woven. So the black horse in the display wore this, and the Palomino I had exactly the same but in black. So I'll keep this for old time's sake. And with all these bridles I've been saying, oh, I make a nice martingale to go with it. Well, look, nothing can be as nice as this. Now, this is a breastplate that goes round the neck, and that is in the middle of the chest. I'll go back a bit so you can see it. All the shells and the tassels. I've got a funny feeling they might be plastic shells, but not to worry, it's done in style. So that is really what, if you think what I do with a bit of painted leather is fancy, nothing compares with this. I think it's beautiful. At the end of this video there'll be a couple of pictures of the horse wearing this, and the Palomino with the black set on, and even the riders were in costume. And I didn't ride on it, I lent my horse to the other rider, and I chose the music, which was Egyptian reggae, which just fitted in with the theme of it all. So that's something a little bit different, and thank you very much for being with me. I'm just going to lift this up, save me having to edit it all again with me here. So I'll just turn that up. There we are. Great. So thank you for coming, all of you, and especially some good new viewers that click the button. So if you can just give it a poke, and it doesn't cost you anything, and then you know when I try and put a video up each weekend. Doesn't always work because I'm busy in the workshop, but and I'll vary them a bit. So I've got a great one coming up for Heritage Week. It's European Heritage Week in a few months' time, and I'm doing something on saddles. So, you know, do come back. And for now, thank you for being with me, and safe journey. Okay, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Cheerio. Bye.